This is a continuation of example 2, so we're going to continue to do the same process for these. So now let's look at part C here. We have 3 subfunctions and each one of them has a subdomain. So we're still going to make our table of values. For the first subfunction it says 3 if x is less than or equal to -2. So let's do a few values there. We know we're going to have, let's try -3 and -2. Now let's move on to the second subfunction here. And this one is 2x minus 1 if x is greater than -2 and less than or equal to 1. So we're going to do that -2 overlap. Let's try 0 and let's try 1. And then let's do the last one, 4 minus x if x is greater than 1. So we need to do the 1 overlap and then 2, 3. So now let's substitute these values in and get some outputs. So for the first one, there's nothing we can substitute in for the x. So our output for each one of these is going to be 3. This is an or equal to here. So we know this is going to be a closed dot. Closed dot at the -2 because of this -2. So now let's go to the next subfunction. So here we have -2 in this 2x minus 1. So 2 times -2 minus 1 is -4 minus 1, which is -5. And this right here is going to be an open dot because there is no or equal to. Then let's substitute in 0. 2 times 0 is 0, minus 1 is -1. And now we'll substitute in 1. 2 times 1 is 2, minus 1 is 1. And this right here is an or equal to, so that's another closed dot. And now let's move to the last function. So we substitute 4 minus 1, so that gets us 3. This is just a greater than, so it's an open dot. Then we have 4 minus 2, which is 2. And then 4 minus 3, which is 1. So now let's go plot these points. -3, 3. -2, 3, and that is the closed dot. And this is less than or equal to, so it's going to move to the left. Now we're going to move to the next one. We have an open dot at -2, -5. We have a point at 0, -1. And then we have a closed dot at 1, 1. And here we just connect these points. Now we have the last section. So we have an open dot at 1, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1, and then we're going to continue our arrow to the right. And that's the function. All right, now let's take a look at the last function here. So we have 3 subfunctions, each with its own subdomain, and as you can see here, we have one domain that we can't use where x is not equal to -2, but we still have to put it in our table of values so we know where to put that open dot. So for the first subfunction, we know that x is less than -1 where x cannot equal -2. So let's try -3, -2, and -1. And we know at -2 there's going to be an open dot. So now let's go and try the next section. This is 1 if x equals -2. So if x equals -2, the output will automatically be 1. And this is a closed dot. And then the last section, we will do x is greater than -1. So we'll substitute in the -1 again. And then 0 and let's try, I want a number that will evenly square root, so let's try 3. Alright, so let's substitute these values in and see what we get. So in the first one, we're substituting in -3, -3 plus 2 squared plus 4. So -3 plus 2 is -1. -1 squared is 1. -1 plus 4 is 3. All right, now we have -2 plus 2 squared plus 4. -2 plus 2 is 0. 0 squared is 0, -0 is 0, so that's just 4. And now we've got -1 plus 2 squared plus 4. And then we have that equals -1 plus 2 is 1. And 1 squared is 1. -1 plus 4 is 3. Now we already did the middle subfunction and subdomain, and that was the green. So now let's go down to the red. So I'm going to need a little more space for this, so I'm going to move to the top. So I substitute in -1, 2 times the square root of -1 plus 1 minus 2. Square root of -1 plus 1 is 0. So this is 2 times 0 plus or minus 2. So that would just be -2. And then we have 2 times the square root of 0 plus 1 plus 2. 0 plus 1 is 1. The square root of 1 is 1. So that's just 2 plus 2, which is 4. And then the last one is 2 times the square root of 3 plus 1 plus 2. Square root of 3 plus 1 would be square root of 4. Square root of 4 is 2. 4 plus 2 is 6. Now we need to figure out which one is closed dot and which one is open dot, and we'll do that as we graph the points here. So we know that -3, 3 is less than -1, and then -2, 4 is the next point. But now this cannot be a closed dot. Remember, it has to be open dot here. So I'm going to make an open dot here, and then I have -1, 3. Now this might be confusing because we just finished a section on absolute value. So absolute value has a V shape, just like this or like this. But this is a parabola. See, that has a little exponent of 2. And a parabola has to have a curve, so it has to have a U shape. So when I draw this on my graph, I need to make sure that I try to mimic that curve or that U shape as much as possible. Just make sure it doesn't look like a V. Make sure it looks like a U. Alright, so now let's move to the green section. So I have -2, 1, and that's a closed dot. And then I have the red section left. I have an open dot here at -1, -2. And then 0, 4. And then 3, 6. And as you can see, this is a square root function. Square root function looks kind of like a curved arrow. So this is the best I can kind of do on that one. There you go. It's a weird looking function, but it is what it is. Piecewise functions are weird.